evidence is going to show.
This is the first impression jurors received of Ronnie O'Neal, the Riverview man charged in a gruesome rampage that killed his girlfriend, his young daughter, and nearly killed his 8-year-old son. O'Neal, representing himself, shouted at the jury during his opening statement.
And the evidence is going to show that law enforcement tampered with evidence.
But the state says evidence is indisputable, that the only person responsible for the violent attack on his family is Ronnie O'Neal. And it starts with a 911 call from Kenyatta Barron, O'Neal's girlfriend.
She made that call with fear in her voice.
Kenyatta can be heard pleading for her life. Prosecutors say by then she'd already been shot. And while the recording continued, they say O'Neal can be heard beating her with a shotgun.
The evidence will show that that was just the beginning. That's just the beginning of what happened this evening.
Investigators say after killing Kenyatta, O'Neal brutally murdered his 9-year-old daughter, Ranivia, and tried to stab to death his 8-year-old son, also named Ronnie, before setting him and the house on fire.
And it's just the beginning of what became an odyssey for this little boy. An odyssey of violence, an odyssey of brutality.
The little boy, however, survived the attack, barely.
But the words that came out of this little boy's mouth were not a cry for help. They were not a help me or a painful cry. They will tell you the first words that came out of this little brave boy's mouth. My daddy killed my mommy.
The evidence is going to show my son did not see me murder his mom. The evidence is going to show he did not see me shoot his mom.
And Ronnie O'Neal has indicated that he plans to argue that he acted in self-defense. Meanwhile, his son, Ronnie IV, is expected to testify in this case. Right now, he's 11 years old at this point. This happened 3 years ago. And he is going to testify in the coming days. Chris?
11 years old and saw things as an 8-year-old that no one should ever see, and will now be on the other side of possibly putting his father away for life or more. A lot to come on this trial here as it just gets underway. Aaron Mesmer live for us in Hillsborough County. Thank you, Aaron.